Hi everyone, welcome to Life Lessons virtual program. My name is Nicole and welcome back to our channel. This week's theme is going to be science, and so to stick with the theme, we're going to be making sugar crystals. Before we get started with this snack, these are the things that you will need. A metal pot, a candy thermometer, a heat-friendly stir stick, a measuring cup, 3 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water, a wooden skewer or a string, a clothespin, a tall glass, and optionally some food coloring and some flavoring. Please note that the liquid sugar is very hot, and so make sure there's an adult present to help you out with the following steps. To stir the hot solution of liquid sugar, to stick the stick into the hot liquid sugar, and to pour the liquid sugar into the glass container. Alright, let's get started. Using a measuring cup, we're going to be measuring 4 cups of sugar and 1 cup of water and adding it to the pot. Now we're going to be cooking this mixture so that the sugar dissolves into the water and melts into a thick syrup. With an adult present, make sure you set the heat to around a medium-high heat, and make sure you continually stir. For me, I wanted to be more specific so we can finish in a quicker time, so I used my candy thermometer, and I'm going to make sure that it's at 110 degrees Celsius. Note, if you're going to be using a candy thermometer, make sure the bottom isn't touching the bottom of the pen for more accurate readings. An interesting note about the science we're actually doing here. As we melted at the beginning, we're just dissolving the sugar into the water. But later on, as we continue cooking it and boiling it, the water actually evaporates as gas, and what's left is actually just the melted sugar. This actually makes it a lot faster and quicker to form the crystals later on. Take the stick and place it inside the glass so that it isn't touching the sides or the bottom of the container. You can hold it up using the clothespin as demonstrated. Note that I decided to change my glass halfway through to form bigger crystals. We can set this aside for now. Going back to the solution, we can now see that the solution is nice and clear and thick. This means all the sugar is dissolved and most of the water has evaporated. We can now turn off the heat and wait a few minutes before adding food coloring or flavoring. Now the crystals can't actually grow on the stick without something called a nucleolus. The nucleolus acts as a starting point for the crystals to form. For this snack, we're going to be using seed crystals, or raw sugar, to initiate the formation of sugar crystals. First, dip the stick carefully into the hot solution, then coat with some dry sugar. We can now place this back into the container. Now, get an adult to do this part because the liquid is still hot. Carefully pour the syrup into the container with the stick, making sure the stick is still not touching the sides or the bottom. Now, all that's left is waiting. This is a faster recipe for sugar crystals, although it still is going to take about 3 to 4 days for a big enough snack for you to eat. I would warn you to be careful about the crystals forming on the outside of the container. If this happens, just do what I did. Remove the crystals from the top and pour the syrup into a new glass. And there you have it, sugar crystals. This is what mine looks like a couple days after. This is the pink, and this is the blue. But if you wait longer, like maybe 3-4 days or even a week, then you'll get bigger crystals. Let's see if yours can turn out better than mine. Now all we have to do is let it dry in another container, and we're done. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on our videos. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram so you don't miss out on any contests or giveaways. And if you enjoyed this video of the sugar crystal making, make sure to send a video of you doing it so you can be featured on our next video or even on our Instagram. See you next time. Bye.